Americans refer to the 1920s as the Jazz Age, a time of achievement, prosperity, and just plain fun. We're lucky because it was also the age of the movie camera. Hollywood studios were turning out movies, but other filmmakers were recording the daily lives of ordinary Americans, leaving us with a unique record of the period. In the 1920s, America was ready to party. The country emerged from the First World War as the strongest and richest nation in the world, and the troops were coming home. As this clip shows, wealthy Americans went on cruises, bought cars, and generally spent their money on having a good time. Watch this clip and see if you can spot other examples of wealth and enjoyment. Ordinary Americans were also able to enjoy themselves. Sport was hugely popular, but so were movies, and radio programs attracted big audiences. Who or what was paying for all of this fun? The use of modern technology like the Ford Motor Assembly Line put US companies ahead of the world. At the same time, rich and poor Americans could buy and sell shares in booming US companies and share in their profits. Despite what we've seen, not all Americans were enjoying the high life during the Jazz Age. What impression do you get from this next clip of daily life for ordinary Americans? Try watching that clip again. Compared to living standards in other countries, Americans were comfortable and prosperous. Look for examples of prosperity in the clip. So was all of America sharing in the fun and prosperity? Watch these scenes of US troops guarding streets with machine guns. Are we looking at American soldiers in the First World War? Or are we watching something else? Actually, these troops are here to crush striking American workers protesting about low wages and job losses in the early 1920s. America was a country of immigrants, but if you held the wrong political views, or simply came from the wrong part of the world, you could find that America was not the land of opportunity. In the early 1920s, there was a Red Scare, and many immigrants found themselves accused of holding views which threatened the United States. What does this clip reveal about how they were treated? Jewish, Catholic, but above all black Americans had many reasons not to celebrate the 1920s. Watch this next clip and see what it reveals about the power and the threat posed by the Ku Klux Klan. We don't always notice the changes happening around us. It's often historians who point them out long afterwards. One change was the new freedom enjoyed by young people, especially young women in the cities. They were a relatively small group, but they symbolised the new free, fun age. Watch this next clip. See what evidence you can find of these freedoms. In 1919, alcohol became illegal in the USA. Some accounts of prohibition have been accused of making it seem exciting or even romantic. Do you think this account is guilty of that? As the 1920s came to a close, the new President Herbert Hoover declared the future was bright for America. We now know the disaster was just around the corner. Is there any evidence in this next clip that people saw the warning signs?